Alrighty, folks, this is going to be a 3-part series, I believe, on At Liberty with Rowdy, and I'm going to be showing you the process that I kind of went through to get him to the point where I could work him at liberty. So I hope you guys enjoy.
Alrighty, folks, wind's blowing just a little bit. I'll try to speak as loud as I can. Today I'm going to be working Rowdy. I've been doing some at liberty with him, but I wanted to take and show you guys where I started and how I get to where I'm at, and then show you the finished product. So I might break this up into several sessions. The first one is creating draw. So I'm asking him to come to me, and I'm creating draw. And first thing I want to be able to do, come in here, ask him to drop his head, and I'm going to take his fly mask off of him. So I got his fly mask off of him, and I'm going to put a halter on him. And what I normally do is I come in here, ask him to just drop his head. So I got a halter on him, ask him to drop his head here. I'm always trying to modify that behavior. See, if I move my hand, if I come up here towards his head, I want his head to come down, not up. All right, so now I'm going to show you how I create draw, how I have with this horse, and how I normally do it if a horse just won't come to me. And with this type of horse, because they're so high strung, they're not going to have just a ton of draw, a ton of draw, because they're not going to get tired. So it's hard to get them to come to you and relax because they just don't get tired. And I don't have the stamina I used to have. So I'm going to take him over here against the fence. Good boy. So he's really good at it now, so I have to kind of simulate what I'm doing. But we always start, we can ask a horse to come forward between us and the fence. Right? So just driving him back and forth here between me and the fence, and back up. So when I started, I was way out here and sending him against the fence, between me and the fence. So then I just slowly close this area off to where he's got to come between me and the fence. see he's a little nervous about that. Still kind of boogery about that. So then, back up. So then what I do is I send him and I walk. See, he knows to come forward there because I've sent him between me and the fence, and I use the fence as a barrier so that he doesn't have anywhere to go. So I will send him over here against the fence, and I'll just close that off, and I'll go with him. Okay? So that's my first step. If I can get him against a round pen or against a fence and teach him to go forward with me, that's how I create draw in a more nervous, more high energy horse that doesn't want to slow down and come to me to rest, because he'll just keep going and going. So now I'm going to pet him here. I might drop his head, put him a stick, and I'm going to take this rope here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send him forward as I come back. And as I progressed, I didn't need a barrier. I can send him this way. He knows to come to me. Now this took a lot of time. It took a lot of effort to get him to this point to where he was okay coming forward to me. He was kind of apprehensive about that in the beginning. But that's where I start at, is against the fence or against a round pen, asking the horse to go forward between me and the fence, and then closing that gap and getting him to come forward. And it was a big deal for him because he had to slow down and think and not just bolt when pressure was applied. He's got a bad understanding of pressure. He's got a bad relationship with pressure. So it took him a while there. We did that.
Okay, so what I wanted to do here was give you guys a perspective from a different camera so that you guys could see a little bit different angle. And I wanted to talk about a few things. With these more nervous type horses, they're not going to be like most horses that you work with. Rowdy reverts back to, and in the coming videos you'll see him make the wrong choice. I'll lose connection and he'll run to the corner. And that's that scale of run, hide, and then if you push, fight. And he runs to that corner just about every time, particularly if I don't work him for 2 or 3 days. He is just more excitable, more nervous, and will not stay connected to me as I'm working him at liberty. So repetition, doing the same things the same way, that's your best friend. And it takes a long time. It's not like a buddy of mine said, it's not like bush hogging. You bush hog, you get results right away. Horse training, particularly these horses that are hotter, they're distrustful of people. It's not something that happens really quickly. You have to take your time with them, and you have to just keep doing the same thing the same way. Find out what works and just keep doing it until you eventually get somewhere. And I don't know if Rowdy is going to be suitable for our program, because there's a lot of times we don't ride for a month or two. But when we need a horse, we got to have a horse that's ready to go to work. It's not saying that Rowdy doesn't, have a job, or that somebody out there couldn't take and use him, you know, to be a productive citizen. It's just, I don't know if he's going to work for our program. I need a horse that, regardless of the time off, I don't have to do a bunch of work. I can just go grab them up, throw a saddle on them, and go to work. If I need to go check property, if I need to pack materials in, if I need to go catch a cow, somebody calls and needs help, I need a horse that I don't have to worry about. More like Spurs. So as far as Rowdy's future with us, I'm not completely sure what that's going to take and look like. I may try to find him a home where somebody's going to do a lot of trail riding. And, you trail ride every day, you trail ride, a lot. He's going to get better.
He ain't perfect yet, but he's getting there, right? So always head down. And how I taught him to go head down with his stick is I used the halter. I would take and I would ask him and drop his head. So when his head would come back up, I would take and I would tap with this stick and pull his head down. Until finally, when I took and I tapped on his head goes down. So it's behavior modification. So I would tap, head down, and then I would pull on the halter. That's how I got him to do that. A little bit of extra tidbit there.
These horses really thrive on a process-driven program, and I needed some way to get him to drop his head when he's at liberty instead of physically asking him with the halter. So what I developed here is I would pre-signal him with the stick, which was just kind of just lightly tapping him on the pole. Anything more than that, he would bolt and blow up. And then I would physically ask him to drop his head. And the repetition of that, finally, he got to the point to where I could just ask him, pre-signal him with the stick, and he would just drop his head. Alrighty, folks. Here's a little sneak preview of what's going to come up. Next week, we're going to be talking about hindquarter control and how I got to the point where I could work him at liberty, get him to move his hindquarters, and have him stay connected with me. Hope you guys are enjoying Rowdy's journey, and we'll just keep moving forward and see where the road takes us.
So until next time, trust in the Lord and do good. Live off the land. Enjoy the bounty of it. We'll see you later.